What's good? Probably not ready, right? I don't know if anybody. It's just it's a recurring thing. It really is a recurring thing. Every episode fucks me up emotionally in one way or another. It's just inevitable. But anyway, Darling in the Franks, episode 19, can finally stream again, which, I appreciate all you guys still supporting the content regardless, but I really miss streaming FranXX, dude, because there's just so much to delve into and talk about after the fact, and we haven't really had time to do that. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to save some time after the reaction to have a little, post-reaction discussion. But we'll see. It depends on what the fuck goes down in this episode, because I may be too fucked up to do that. It's happened before. But anyway, we're going to dive straight into it. Let me make sure, what the fuck is up with this shit? Okay, it's fine. Oh yeah, it's raining. It's raining. The weather here is shitty right now. So yeah, that background noise, it's like thunderstorming and shit outside. So if you hear any noises of that nature, disregard them. As long as you can hear me fine, that's all that matters. That's all that really matters. Alright. Smash that like button if you're hyped. Man, what is this? Watch it more. I haven't seen it yet. We're about to go in right now. Also, for those of you that don't know, I just saw the news while I was setting up this stream, but next week there's no new episode for FranXX. It's gonna be another special recap type of episode. Which the first one was pretty cool and interesting. It wasn't like a traditional recap, and getting that insight from the staff and cast and everything like that was pretty cool. So as much as I'm kind of salty that we're not going to have a new episode next week, I do like having this break just to see that, because it is such an interesting kind of special recap. And on top of that, I need some breaks sometimes from the series, man, just to kind of recollect my thoughts, steel my resolve and get out of my feelings and everything like that. I'm still not over last week, man. So anyway, smash that like button if you're hyped. We're going to get into it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This man right here, the OG Dr. FranXX, who I'm still low-key salty with. Still kind of low-key pissed off with this man. What you did was tamper with their memories and strip them of their love for each other. You sick. They're so twisted, man. Yo, he's privy to the endgame? Of course, though. I shouldn't be surprised by that. But I know different. This man, dude. That line is kind of suggestive, right? It feels like his agenda slightly deviates from theirs. Up to this point, I thought all he cared about was results and the FranXX themselves and reaching the optimal form. But if he's privy to what their endgame is, Dr. FranXX's reach might be deeper than I initially thought. Right? We learned his first name, dude. I'm curious now. Still low-key don't like the man. Not gonna lie. I don't think I'll ever get tired of this. Opening, dude. No, of course it wasn't him that decided to do that, dude. It was all Papa's agenda after fucking Alpha reported in. Yo, what is this? Yo! Oh, this is lit. We're getting a flashback through this man on top of it. Oh, we're about to get some serious revelations and exposition. This is interesting. Back in 2025, dude. We're gonna see that rise as well. Because the construct of society right here clearly is more similar to our own right now. Before any fucked up shit went down. A heathen like you. What a boss. Dude. Young Dr. Werner Frank is a OG, dude. I like him. With no known origins or nationality. Oh my, this is what we needed, dude. This is what we needed. Toward the apex of material civilization. Dude, there is no fucking way. The kind of pull they'd have to have behind the scenes in order to establish themselves like that, with the mystery surrounding them. Oh, dude, who does this man remind me of design-wise? Looks real similar to somebody. I can't put my finger on it. Karina. She looks like a goddess, dude. She has the air of a goddess, too. Like, nobody questions this shit? It's not strange? Chick looks way too much like 9 out. Don't. I mean, there could potentially be some link there, but I don't even want to think about that. Facts. Nah, I don't really see the resemblance. Damn, that's what they're trying to use it for the initial application. Dude, the man seems so disinterested. Might lose its reproductive functions in exchange for this immortality. Yo, this makes so much sense in terms of the speculation and theories up to now. Especially when it comes to 8. But this is filling in the final hole since as far as the narrative is concerned. It's a respectable pursuit. Asking the real fucking questions, though. Yeah. I don't know what factual information he had to pinpoint that conclusion beforehand. And biologically, what's the correlation? But then again, it's purely fictional, so it doesn't matter. Bro, this all makes rational sense in terms of development. I actually really like this backstory. What a warped and sordid society, though. Yo, that flashback was amazing. Good man, my boy Futoshi. Both of you need to wake up. Both of you need to wake up. See, what I really like more... Man's trying to recreate the same conditions. But the impetus was Kokoro's feelings to begin with, if that's not there. Don't say that, my boy! Oh my god, that fucking hurts me. Don't just show me that! Just stay at the flashback, man! There's no need to fucking pierce my heart like that for no reason. Hey, the man's going on dates with Karina, though. Young Dr. FranXX, dude. What a boss. That's one of my favorite tracks, too. I really like this bass construction. Just how it links so well together with the themes underlying the series as a whole. Yo, this man! That was so fucking pointed, he still doesn't get it. Right? I feel you, my girl. Don't avert your gaze. For the genius you are, that was a little too hard. Yo. Damn. Seeing them all, I want to know the specifics of how they're constructed genetically then. It's disturbing. It's genuinely disturbing. And this whole transition took about a decade. A little over a decade. That Kyouryuu attack. Look at his face. Yo, so much exposition. I'm so happy right now. Tying everything together. That means that going forward from this episode, it's all endgame. All endgame. Bro. A little too convenient at the same time. Still need more information on 8. Man looked dope with the longer hair. It struck me as extremely beautiful. Yo! That actually makes a great deal of sense. And there you go with the titling as well, giving it that context. That reproductive theme is at the forefront right now, dude. Bro, I don't like yo. I can't believe you allowed this, my dude. I wouldn't have allowed it. Absolutely not. You let your fiance run the test? You out of your goddamn mind? Of course. Of course. And why the fuck you bury her out there in the wastelands? Man, R.I.P. to Kaina, dude. She was love. That was the best and last good thing to ever really happen to you, I'm sure. Act as a conduit to the FranXX. Interesting. And therefore you had to rely on the parasites and construct that system. Oh my fucking god, this is incredible, dude. This is the kind of payoff a series of this caliber needs. Alright. I'm definitely watching this episode again. Even though it pretty much got everything, but I need to reconcile things with my notion of how things are supposed to go at this point. Not everything. They left the fucking rings. The arrogance. And that flashback proves that the significance isn't lost on them. Yeah. Papa and the rest of them are fucking arrogant as shit. You can't reason with them, Hiro. You can't reason with them. It's time to rise up. Act of your own accord. Realize that you're not mere tools to be used. Dude, that young Nana and Hachi though. Yo, everything is starting to coalesce, boy. I like this episode a lot. It's very chill, right? But the revelations, the exposition, tying up those loose ends, everything makes so much more sense. A lot of it's in line with what our general perception was of the world to begin with, right? But indispensable information. I kind of resonate with this man's perspective at this point too. Oh, look at his eyes. He looks crazed. That's what happens when you let your wife die like that. At least on your own thirst. See, isn't that something that concerns you? Bring back. That's how. Yo! So that was this man's first encounter. They said queen though. Although that voice. That Cinderella guy is unmistakable. Is there any significance to the deviation between saying Kyouryuu princess versus Kyouryuu queen? Either way, this confirms it, dude. So somehow this man was able to obtain some DNA. And that's 02's origin right there. All rooted in Dr. FranXX. Now, I shouldn't be surprised by that. I knew it was linked, right? But Of course, Papa was the one that ordered it. Whew! Oh, shit. Dude, every time she goes in, it's so savage. Whew. Don't kill that one. Bring it to me. So crazy. Those mythological aspects, too. Look at the descent of a goddess. I love that design so much. The most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. How come everything that has to do with Kyouryuu influences you like that? I smell my brethren on you. Woo! You better fall back, dog. Here goes that arm, boy! I was wondering how he lost it, dude. I might really have already lost all of my humanity. Yo, look at his face! Bro, not only has this somewhat humanized this character, it's completely given me insight into his resolve. Yo, this man making demands. The only thing is, when did he obtain the DNA sample then? Remove the unnecessary information. Yo, don't bullshit the man. He was able to retrieve his memories. You need them. Futoshi! Goro, don't hold him back this time. I know you can't. It's in your nature to act as best man at all points in time, but release him. I know exactly what you're about to ask, Otome. Didn't think that's how you were gonna ask it, though. Completely manipulating their lives. I actually won't be satisfied with mere subversion anymore. The whole top council of 8 needs to die. Damn. Dude, you guys notice how literally like half of Migu's lines as of late have just been like a quiet passing Zorome, and that's it. My boy. You think they'll just acquiesce to that? As long as you fulfill your duties in the next mission. Bullshit. Either what you're saying is by the next mission, you'll have everything you need to accomplish your end game. And then their lives are irrelevant to you. Or you're just placating them for the time being. Either way, I don't trust anything they say. If you want freedom and you want to create your own future, you gotta do it yourselves. Exactly! Exactly, Hiro. That's the same way I feel. Even though this episode made me like him more. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like him more after this episode. But I'll never forgive him for that, for what he's done to Zero Two. Even if he was the impetus of her creation. Truly is a mad scientist, dude. So much love. You would probably hate me if you knew. Wait. This man, while he was getting... Oh, this is fucked up. I don't need to see incubated fetus 02. Oh my goodness. You know what's wild? And look at that craze look in his eye yet again, dude. I don't know how Kyouryuu would feel about the moves you've made in your life post her death, dude. That episode is fucking phenomenal. The fact that this motherfucker had the resolve to grab a clump of Kyouryuu Princess's hair while he was getting his arm ripped the fuck off. I don't know, man. I have this weird, like, love, hate, respect for Dr. FranXX right now. I definitely like it more after this episode. That exposition was fucking incredible. So much that, like, it just fills in so many gaps, right? It's nothing like, oh my god, this is crazy. It all makes perfect sense with all the information we had prior. But it's just nice to get it directly given to us at this stage. I think they did an incredible job in choosing what kinds of bits and pieces and tidbits they gave us prior, and when they actually gave us a more robust exposition. Definitely from this point forward, it's all endgame. Absolutely. There's too much to contend with, too. There's too much to contend with. The only thing that I need to reconcile is the samples for the parasites prior to incubation, right? They're all so clear. They're all rooted in different points of DNA. So nobody was really technically, given the fact that the adults don't have any reproductive ability. I feel like once they make an initial parasite, then for like example, the shit with Zorame and quote unquote his mother. Once they make an initial parasite, then they would utilize that, because that was clear. The result of her condition was clearly rapid aging. So once they make an initial parasite, they probably keep using the same sequences to craft new ones as needed. Where I really still, the only thing that still remains is 8 in its entirety. Even with all that we learned, they're still completely shrouded in mystery. Even the fact that they located Kyouryuu Princess, it's kind of glossed over it. The man didn't even question that shit, dude. He didn't even question that shit. It's wild. It's wild. Anyway, let me look at this chat real quick. I actually just... This is not the type of episode I expected, so there's really not much I want to delve into as far as like a discussion. I really just want to rewatch the episode, kind of gather all the information we got, and kind of piece some of the elements of the puzzle together as far as the theories that are already out there. But so here's me from class ANA 2 or what? Wait, what? What are you guys talking on? Rebellion arc isn't starting right now because Hiro just agreed to do it. He agreed. First of all, everybody keeps saying this rebellion arc, and people keep saying it to me. Like, it was funny because most of the comments from last week are people being like, did you hear Hiro's last line? The man is ready to rebel, right? What have I been saying since episode motherfucking 2 of this series? And if you need to go back and confirm, the old reactions are unprivated now. I've always seen this conclusion. The method and vehicle of us getting here, I couldn't put my finger on, but I said from then, the end game of this series has to involve the children subverting this society because it's fucked up. And what's happening? Just that. And I've made a point to say that pretty much every single time that it comes to mind. So I don't know why people are telling me that like I'm not aware. But I don't think, like, even if he's conscripted for this next mission, he knows damn well that they can't be trusted. He said it himself. He's already going to make moves as far as the next steps right now. Right now. The episode was dope though. I wasn't expecting such heavy exposition, and I'm so fucking happy we got it. The only other thing that really pissed me off with this episode is the fact that they had to go out of their way. They couldn't let one episode go by without me feeling emotional. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't if it weren't for the fact that they showcased the scene with Mitsudo and Kokoro being like, I don't think I'll ever feel that way about you, and the Zorame scene, it would have been an episode pretty much devoid. I mean, I probably would have gotten emotional a little bit as far as 02 origin, but not even really, because it's more of that confirmation than anything. Really, realistically, it was all more information based than, you know, being more visceral like the last few, pretty much every episode since episode 11 has been. So, I don't know, man. They're sneaky like that. It's not cool. It's not cool. It definitely makes me feel some type of way to have to contend with the fact that they said that to each other. It hurts me, dude. They were in the middle of a beautiful wedding ceremony. And now they're so fucking distant and devoid of any sentiment that they would ever feel anything for each other other than what they know. 9 Alpha Best Boy. You better get the fuck out of here with that nonsense right now. Yeah, that is true. That is true as far as the 9s are concerned, right? But I feel like that's what separates the 9s to begin with in general. We'll probably get some pointed dialogue on that pretty soon, to be honest with you. But overall, just in terms of how we got to this point, this episode was fucking integral and incredible. I fucking loved it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get out of here. Go back and compare Winning Waifu and 9 Alpha and tell me they don't look a bit alike. I did, after you said it initially, I looked at her again. Yeah, there's a semblance, right? Yeah, there's a semblance. I wouldn't say like it's not as stark of a comparison as like the Zoname shit for me. But I could definitely see this man using Kaina's DNA as a basis for Alpha. Honestly, if that were the case, though, if that's really the case, don't you think? I mean, actually, I take that back. I was about to make, you know, Dr. FranXX's priorities a little bit more, or his emotions a little bit more surface level than they actually would ever be, because his real concern and the real thing that captivates him is the pursuit of knowledge and what he's learned. So, I don't know. I would feel like there'd be some sort of indication of a bond between them, but either way, I don't give a fuck, man. Anything that concerns Alpha, I really don't give a fuck about. All right, I just don't like. I don't even like saying his name. I don't even like saying his name, dude. I just do it because I have to, because he's part of the fucking series. She's in the hospital. They said, wait, what? My thing is I want to see how Kyouryuu Princess really interacts, or what her intention is with 02, because I feel like she's well aware of her existence. There might be even some sort of link there that she can read, given the fact that she can, you know, affect people's cognitive abilities and enter and converse with their minds. She's definitely well aware of 02's existence. So I want to know how she's going to go about that interaction, what her intention is as far as 02 is concerned. We already know what her intention is as far as humanity as a whole is, right? But I want to know what it is in terms of 02 specifically. Could be very problematic, dude. That could be where shit gets really fucked up come the last few episodes of this series. But it is what it is, man. This has nothing to do with anything. This Zara, I swear to God, if you don't stop saying Alpha Best Boy, I'm gonna have to. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, man. I can't be timing out mods, but if you keep saying that shit, dude, I might have to time you out, dude. I might have to time you out. Anyway, I pretty much said everything I need to say. I want to hear from you guys as far as like your expectations, the information that we got this episode, how you want to reconcile it with theories and stuff like that. Any new theories that are generating for you post this episode. I mean, there's a lot to get into going forward, but for now, I want to process. So I'm going to get up out of here. Also, where the fuck was Caster and Mitro at, dude? First stream of FranXX back and neither of those dudes are here. Strange, man. Very strange. But anyway, smash that like button if you enjoyed. As a matter of fact, just smash the like button because I told you to. Alright? Because we're supposed to be friends. And when a friend asks you for a favor, you're supposed to comply. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be like, oh, I'm too lazy to do one little thing that doesn't even take but a second of my time. Anyway, I'm going to get up out of here. Let me know your thoughts. GG Alternative stream will probably be, I don't know, soon. I don't know how long from now, but soon. I'm out. Peace.